Good evening and welcome to Hopkins High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game as the Norton Lancers take on your hometown Hopkins Hillers. The Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions include taunting, trash talking, and the branding of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at HHS. And now for tonight's lineups. For the Lancers, at forward, number 34, sophomore, Nate Sakar. At guard, number 1, junior, Sean McNichols. At guard, number 3, junior, Thomas Bingle. At forward, number 23, junior, Michael Belcher. And at guard, number 2, senior captain, Griffin McAleer. The coaches for the Lancers are Mark Liberatore, Travis Jolly, and Zach Whitby. And now for your hometown, Hopkins and Hillers. At guard, number 3, junior Stephen Mattheori. At guard, number 10, junior Thomas Ambrosoni. At guard, number 14, senior Ryan Kester. At forward, number 25, senior McCallum Lynn. And at forward, number 24, senior captain Brendan Kelly. The Hillers are coached by Tom Keene, Chris Banks, Jay Golden, and Cheney Gaudette. Now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity basketball. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector to bring you Hillers basketball on this Tuesday night. Norton is 6-9 on the season. The Hillers are 9-5 overall, just one win away from clinching a playoff spot. The Lancers have played some good basketball as of late. They have won 3 of their last 4, while the Hillers have won 4 of their last 5. And the Lancers, they've certainly upset some teams as of late as well. So I'm expecting a good game here tonight as we are set for the opening tip-off. Michael Belcher in the center circle for the Lancers, and it's McCallum Lind for the Hillers. And we are underway. Lancers control off the opening tip. Thomas Bingle will take it up court. Bingle with the pass over to McClear. McClear gets it back to Bingle. Bingle with 2 defenders on him is going to launch it to the far side to McClear. And now the jumper from the high post, no good by Belcher. It is a Norton rebound as McNichols was there. The drive in, the shot is no good from Sicard, and the Hillers have possession. Mathiori will take it up. Lind called for the travel, Norton basketball.
Lots of Lots of contact at the other end there, Tom, and refs letting them play early, which is a good sign.
On the entry for the Lancers, Sean McNichols. Bingo will work up court against Maffiori. The Hillers with their aggressive press attack, trying to draw some turnovers.
Nice play. Oh, that's a travel.
And we're going to have another moving violation here. That was the junior Michael Belcher for the Lancers. Norton with 5 seniors on the roster this year, but they're excited about a lot of their up-and-coming younger players. And they've gotten better as the season has gone on, as has this Hillers team after a rough start. Ryan Kester along the short corner finds Maffiori, now up top to Ambersoni. Now it's back to Kester, launches the 3, and it's no good. It'll rim out, and the Lancers have it. There to collect was McClear. Griffin McClear, a senior captain for the Lancers. Sean McNichols takes it up.
Oh, nice steal by Brendan.
Brendan Kelly with the quick hands. Wide open break off the glass and in. And there's our first bucket of the game.
Some good energy for the Hillers there. Kind of a slow start for both teams, and then a big move by Brendan to get some momentum going for him. Oh, there's out of bounds there.
Bingo overthrows Sicard.
Right to the nice student section. Unintended to go there.
Ryan Kester on the entry. Ambersoni will take it up. Maffiori back to Ambersoni. We'll find Kester along the wing now to Kelly, and it's stolen away. Getting the hand in there was Sicard. The drive in, the shot no good by McClear.
Oh, nice.
And out stolen back by Ambersoni out of the hands of Sicard. To Maffiori, thought about the 3, gets it back to Ambersoni. Drives in, gets it over to Lind in the corner, launches the 3. No good off the rim, and the rebound collected by Bingle. McNichols takes it up for the Lancers.
Ooh, he's out of bounds. Let him go.
Belcher along the near side, up to McNichols. McClear gets it over to Bingle. Bingle having a bit of a trouble dealing with Maffiori.
Shot clock winding down there. Let's steal.
And it ends up out of bounds off of McCallum Lind. It will be a Lancers inbound. 2.5 minutes into action here. A 2-0 lead for the Hillers. McNichols, top of the perimeter, long 3.
Ooh,
no. Off the hand of Kelly, and it's Norton's ball.
Unfortunate. Brendan had a good box and had kind of a big bounce off the rim there when it went over his head, and he tipped out of bounds.
McClear.
Ooh, nice D.
Finds Sicard, and Sicard, good pass underneath, up and in goes Michael Belcher. With possession, Ambersoni, and it's knocked away by McClear. Ambersoni able to gather it up back court. Kester, now Lind, trying to feed it over to Kelly. It's off the hand of Sicard.
Ooh, almost a double tip, almost off of Brendan. Close play.
Well, it looks like another defensive type of battle so far.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit, getting there. Ooh, a lot of contact, nothing.
Yeah, these officials certainly letting them play. Lind along the corner.
Nice move.
Along the end line, fires it out to Kester, up for 3.
In and out.
No.
Oh, nice spike. McCallum.
McCallum Lind with a good rebound there. Ambersoni with possession. Ambersoni gets it over to Maffiori. Now it's to McCallum Lind. He'll launch the long 2. That's no good off the rim, and out of bounds it goes. It was last touched by a Lancer.
Went off of Michael Belcher's foot there, going out of bounds.
Well,
Frantic pace, but not a lot of scoring. But
a lot of missed shots, though.
Yeah, we've seen these things, and then things can happen in bunches in both ways. So,
Elon Rosen on the entry to Ambersoni. Ambersoni calls it out, takes it in, squeezes between 2 defenders, and there's some contact.
First foul of the game. Should be a shooting foul.
Tommy Ambersoni, a junior, at the line for the Hillers. He's played some good basketball as of late. Last Friday night, he had 11 points for the Hillers. It was a team-leading 11. And he hits the first free throw.
Westwood was a tough opponent last Friday night. but the Hillers gave him a good game.
51-42 was the final score from Friday night's game. Second free throw, count it.
Hillers full court press again.
Bengal on the entry. McClear back to Bengal. Now McNichols fires it across to McClear. McClear trying to drive in. It was touched by Ambersoni before going out of bounds. Sean McNichols will have the entry. McNichols from the short corner, got it. A good give and go there. McNichols and Belcher.
Some nice lefty stroke he's got there. Hillers are full of lefty guards.
Puvakad.
Oh, good idea, but no good.
They're looking for Rosen, and a good read by Sicard. Here comes the Lancers, and that is going to be a foul. Griffin McClear driving to the bucket. He's going to be called for the charge.
Ambersoni took one for the team there. Kind of got run over. Good call by the ref. Got it right. Definitely got his feet set.
Second team foul for the Lancers. None so far for the Hillers. 3:49 and counting left to go in the first quarter. It's a 4-4 basketball game. Top the perimeter, Ambersoni now. It's Maffiori up for three. Got it.
There it is.
Lancers trying to work up court quickly against this aggressive Hillers press. Belcher driving in around the defender up with the left hand, and it's no good. Pulled down by Rankatori. Here comes Hopkinton. Ambersoni drives in. Feeds it up to Rankatori. Up for the long jumper, no good. And the Lancers have it back. Sean McNichols was there. He's going to lose his dribble. Out of bounds it goes. It was tipped by a defender, says the official. Puvakad got a hand on it.
Some of the fans expressing their right to free speech, to expressing their opinion of the ref. It's kind of early for that, but.
Norton Lancers led by 18th-year head coach Mark Liberatore. Hillers, of course, led by head coach Tom Keene. Trying to feed McClear, and Ambersoni got in front of it. Loose ball on the floor, and it's picked up by Puvakad. Here comes Hopkinton. Puvakad, coast to coast to the bucket.
Tough
up
shot.
and no good. Rosen got a hand on it, but swipes it out to McNichols, and the Lancers have it. Bingle takes it up. Over to McNichols. McNichols feeds it inside to Belcher, and down to the short corner over to Bingle.
3 seconds.
Lancers having all kinds of trouble getting a good shot off in the interior. Missed shot there was by Belcher, and it was tipped and went all the way back to McNichols. He'll
Offensive
drive
foul
up,
again.
and they're going to get him for a charge.
I'm sorry, my bad.
That was a defensive foul there. They got the Hillers with their first foul. They're going to get Rosen with contact. That could have went either way,
Yeah,
I think.
I thought that was a close call, but it looked like the ref indicated an offensive foul. But
First free throw, no good. Brendan Kelly, along with McCallum, Lynn, and Kester back in the game. Second free throw falls through. 7-5, Hillers leading Norton. 2:31 and counting left to go in the first quarter as Puvakad will take it up.
he just lost
Lost his dribble, loose ball, and then some contact between Cochran and Puvakad. And I think they're going to get Puvakad with this one, and indeed they will.
That's a rare mental error by Puvakad. He takes care of the ball. They just lost control of it, unfortunately.
Belcher to Bingle. Bingle up for the shot, no good. Puvakad has the
Nice pass.
rebound. Maffiori
Nice.
beats Kelly wide open off the glass, can't
He's
finish.
fouled.
But he does draw the foul on the secondary attempt.
Good idea. Great passing. But it's like an old-time Celtics fast break. Ball never hit the floor. And Brendan had a good shot at the first time and kind of didn't have his timing completely in sync. And the ball came up short, and he went up again, got fouled.
First of two, no good. Brendan Kelly, great rebounder. Big threat in the low post, but he has struggled shooting-wise in the low post on many occasions this season. Second of two. No good. Off the back iron it goes. Lancers have it. Bengal with possession. Thomas Bingle, Jr., now surrounded by Hillers.
Ooh, that's almost a foul. Oh, that
and there's going to be a little elbow there against the Hillers. Matt Collmore.
Brian Keefe
Drew the contact.
Big game for Norton, Tom, with their record. I mean, if they want to have any chance of making the playoffs, they're going to need to win this game tonight. So they're
Good feed there by Belcher to Sicard. Yeah, they certainly have to win.
This is a playoff game for them right now. I mean, the Hillers are in a little bit better spot, and they could use the win just as much, but a little more desperation for Norton given the records.
Yeah, they'll have to win at least 4 of their last 6. Keefe with possession.
Shot clock winding down a little bit.
Over to the corner, Kester for 3. Yes! Ryan Kester dials from long distance. An overthrow there, Hiller's ball. A misfire by Michael Belcher looking for Nate Sicard.
1:23 left in the first quarter. We've got a tight ball game, 10-7 Hillers. Norton not doing looking for a half-court trap here.
Puvakad over to Kester. Now back to Puvakad. McCallum Lind. Back to Puvakad, who will call it out. To the corner.
Nice.
And out of Kelly, who will fire it back to Kester. Kester was hoping for another 3-point opportunity, I think, and a misfire there by McCallum Lind looking for Puvakad. It'll be a Lancers inbound.
Unforced error. Again, pretty unusual. You don't see those kinds of errors by the Hillers too often, but.
With possession, McNichols gets it to Belcher. Pass up along the near side of Cochran, driving in, and some contact there by Kelly.
His first, I believe.
It's Brendan Kelly's first, team 4th. McNichols on the entry. Around the perimeter goes the Lancers. Travel called. That was Griffin McClear trying to drive in. Ambersoni with possession.
There's a trap.
Ambersoni over to Kester. Now to Kelly. Along the end line he goes. Up for the shot, no good.
Oh, that's a
and
frustration
there's going
foul.
to be some contact on a rebound attempt between Sicard and Kelly.
Coach Keene has got the palms up look to Brendan. Oh, no, I guess he's not agreeing with the. Brendan kind of tackled the guy. I thought that was pretty obvious foul there, but.
I agree.
Yep.
Second on Kelly.
Ooh, almost a third.
Nice move there, but Belcher can't finish. Knocked out of bounds off of a Hiller.
That's a good move by Coach. That was almost 3 fouls in a matter of about a minute for Brendan, so give him a little bit of a blow at the 27 seconds left in the quarter.
Hillers will have to be careful. Already 5 fouls. Norton has 3.
Ooh, he's out of bounds.
And it's Hillers basketball with 24.2 seconds left to go. 10-7 lead for the Hillers. We're in the first quarter as Kester inbounds to Ambersoni. Kester back to Ambersoni. Ambersoni drives in. Nice pass, but Rosen can't finish. Secondary attempt, no good, and then it's pulled down by Belcher.
Could have been a foul. Again, that was a good non-call, I think.
McNichols.
Oh, that could have been a carry.
With possession, running out of time, gets the shot off. Shot no good, but draws the foul.
Kind of got bailed out with that call.
The junior guard, Sean McNichols, at the line. The foul called on McCallum Lind. That's his first, team 6th. And the first free throw is good. McNichols 3 for 3 from the line. Check that, he's 2 for 3 from the line. And now he's 2 for 4. And that'll do it for the first quarter. After one, it's the Hillers 10, the Norton Lancers 8. Let's take you through the first quarter scoring totals. Nate Sicard with 2, Michael Belcher with 2, and Sean McNichols with 4. For the Hillers, it's Stephen Maffiori with 3, Tommy Ambersoni with 2, Ryan Kester with 3, and Brendan Kelly with 2. Pretty good start for the Hillers, drawing up some turnovers, but A lot of opportunities they couldn't finish in the low post, Steve.
Yeah, Brendan, as you said earlier, I mean, he's had some big games this year, but he's in the last couple games tonight and so far, and then in Westwood kind of keyed on Brendan and shut him down, which was a big reason why Westwood came in here and took care of business against the Hillers, stopping the Hillers' 4-game winning streak last Friday. But tonight, I think there's an opportunity. It's a lot of basketball to be played. Brendan just got to watch his fouls, and Hillers starting to hit a couple 3-pointers. And there's a whole bunch of kids, guys that can heat up and quick from 3-point land. So we'll see how the second quarter goes. And Hillers with a 10-8 lead at the moment.
Stephen Maffiori and Ryan Kester both hit a 3 in the first quarter. Brendan Kelly had the lone field goal, and Tommy Ambersoni hit a couple free throws.
Got Elon Rosen in for Brendan to start the second quarter. He's instant energy, and I think I've called him the human eraser on a couple of occasions. He's had the ability to really be a presence down low on the defensive end, blocking a bunch of shots. So
Callum Lind back to Ambersoni. Now to Lind, out to Maffiori. Thought about the 3. Kester along the corner. Driving along the end line, up for the shot, no good, and it's pulled down by Belcher. Here comes Bingle. Fires it up the far side of McClear. Clear back to Bingle. And now it's Sicard. And Sicard hands it back.
It's gonna be a timeout. Coach bailed him out there.
Yeah, so that was a good timeout called by Coach Liberatore as Thomas Bingle ran into trouble.
I think he called a timeout. I guess not.
Or do we have a foul, perhaps? We did. We had a foul. Norton's in the bonus.
Maffiori with his first.
Yeah, there was some aggressive contact there, I thought. On the front end of a 1-and-1, he is good. Thomas Bingle, the junior, on the back end of a 1-and-1. Count it.
He's a nice player.
Maffiori with possession, calls it out. Lancers starting to get a little aggressive with the press. Callum Lind, surrounded by Lancers, will drive up
and one.
And draw some contact.
Yes.
And it will indeed be an and one. Callum Lind will try to complete the 3-point play.
Big play. Hillers hadn't had a bucket in a while. And Lind saw the gap, took it to the hoop, drew some contact, and put up a nice soft touch. Got the friendly bounce.
The and one is good.
Beauty. Ooh, almost a travel.
Bingle with possession. Bingle having some trouble with this aggressive press. McClear gets it over to Belcher. Driving in, good feet underneath. Up
nice
off
play.
the glass and in goes Sicard. It's his second field goal of the night.
Only a
Ubicata
sophomore.
over to Ambersoni. I think the Lancers know they're going to have to be aggressive getting the basketball in this game.
Maffiori begging for the ball across if they can get it to him. He's wide open. There he is.
Maffiori thought about the 3, drives it instead. Up for the jumper.
in and out.
It'll rattle out.
Nice.
Rosen pulls it down, kicks it out. And the shot by Puvakad's an air ball. Here comes the Lancers. Quick break, but clear to the bucket, and he will draw contact.
Nice body control by the Lancer. How do you pronounce his last name?
McClear.
McClear, thank you. It's a tricky one. You said it 4 times. That's the first time I had to say it, and I needed a little help with that one. But that was a nice athletic move by McClear to even get the shot off because he was almost under the rim.
First of 2, no good. A 13-12 lead for the Hillers. 6:29 left to go in the first half. Second free throw, no good, but Callum Lind is there to collect. Here comes Puvakad. Maffiori. Puvakad goes back to Maffiori, and now the fire across to Ambersoni. Maffiori for 3. No good off the rim. Ambersoni's there to collect. Puvakad. It's it back to Maffiori. The Hillers, I think, having a little bit of trouble working their way into the
There's
interior.
a foul on Mac Lind. I think Lind was getting, for whatever reason, he got a little frustrated down low, and that was the right call. Happened to be looking down there. I wasn't watching the ball, but Lind was. He created some contact with, I want to say, Nate Sakar down low. So
it's McCallum Lind's second foul. Griffin
nice
McClear,
play.
good feed there, up and in. Hunter Murphy. Quickly up forward is Puvakad. Now Ambersoni with possession. Mafiori. Back to Ambersoni, now Puvakad. Mafiori for three. No good, wide to the right. Pulled down by McNichols. With possession now, Bingle. He'll hand it back over to
nice.
McClear. It's knocked away by McCallum Lind. Open break, takes it to the rack, off the glass, no good. Batted up in the air, loose ball, and it's collected by Belcher.
Wow.
Here goes Belcher to the rack, and he's called for the travel.
That's a euro and a half step there. Sometimes they let that go, then not that time.
5:11 left to go in the first half. 1 point Lancers lead. Puvakad over to Mafiori. Back out to Puvakad. Now Ambersoni driving in. Splits the defenders.
Lot
up
of
for the
contact,
shot, no
nothing.
good.
Wow.
And it's pulled down by Belcher. Well, yeah, they're certainly letting him play out there. No doubt about it. Nichols up to Belcher. Now Bingle. Yeah, I was surprised they didn't get the call there.
Yeah, there's another steal. A couple steals in a row. Look out, Brendan.
Brendan Kelly with possession.
Easy.
It's
Oh,
knocked
nice.
away, but right into the
Nice.
hands of Rankatori off the glass and in. Hunter Murphy with possession. Gets it up to Bingle. Kicks it over to McNichols, up for three.
Ooh.
No. And we have a whistle. Looks like we had
Puvakad. Oh,
some contact away from the action. They're going to
Ambersoni.
get Ambersoni with his second.
double bonus.
Well, it's not what you want if you're the Hillers.
With 4 minutes left in the half, that's a whole lot of foul shots.
Well, if you're Norton, you should be aggressive, driving inside, drawing up those fouls. First of two for Thomas Bingle. He's good. 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight for the junior. Second of two, yes.
Overall, a low-scoring game so far. Both teams from the field not exactly lighting it up. And that can change. Good ball movement. There it is.
Rankatori to
Oh,
Kelly.
yes.
And Kelly, the and one.
Jared Fucci, senior captain, created some body. Brendan took it right to him and took it up strong, and playing near or at the rim, and had a nice bank shot off the glass, and nails a three-pointer. A couple of natural three-point plays for the Hillers tonight, helping out a lot.
Brendan Kelly with 5 points on the night so far. An 18-16 lead for the Hillers. 4:09 left to go in the first half. Griffin McClear with possession. Here comes McClear. Driving up. Looking for the shot. No, it'll fall short. I believe a Hiller got a hand on it. Rankatori pulls it down. Coming up the far side, Kester kicks it over to Kelly. Kelly along the end line. Gets it out over to Hines. Puvakad. Back to Kester. Kester puts it off the foot of a Lancer, and out of bounds it goes.
So the Lancers kind of pushed Kester out of bounds. Again, I guess the refs are being consistent. They're letting there was contact there that could have been a foul, I thought. Ooh, close play.
Kelly kicks it out to Kester. He thought about the three. Now Puvakad over to Rankatori, driving up, and he's denied, but able to
Nice
pull down a
recovery.
loose ball out to Kelly. Up for the shot, it falls through.
Coach Keene looking for the foul on that, as I was. I'm with him. Uh-oh.
Bingo with a great
Missed the
feed,
bunny.
but he couldn't finish. Hunter
blocked.
Murphy on the secondary attempt, and he'll draw contact.
That's fun. I think it's on Brendan, his third. Yep. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That might be him. initiate him substitution.
First of 2 is good. 3 points so far for the junior Hunter Murphy. Brennan Kelly will take another seat. Elon Rosen back in the game. Second free throw, no good. Kessler there to collect. Bubakad takes it up. Bubakad.
Lancers, tough D.
Over Rankatori. Bubakad for 3. No, off the back iron
Nice
it goes.
play
Tipped out
by
by
Rosen.
Rosen. And
Big
Kester
play.
has it. Kester will drive in and draw contact.
Should be 2. Going towards the hoop. Not sure if he was going to shoot it, but it looked. Oh, he's saying under the basket. That was a borderline.
All right, Kester on the entry. Bubakad for
Bang.
3. Count it. It's his first bucket of the game. Fucci with possession, gets it over to Belcher. It's back out to Fucci.
Rankatori, tough D down low.
Belcher feeds it over to McNichols.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass there, up and in, plus the foul goes Griffin McClear. Hillers 23, Norton 19, 2:35 left to go in the first half. Some good back and forth action in this second quarter.
Griffin McClear, very athletic player, senior captain. Aggressive to the hoop. That's almost an impossible shot. I don't know how he got that shot off.
Not able to finish the and one there. Kester takes it up. Bubakad out to Hines. And Hines called for the travel. Move that pivot foot.
That's too bad for Hines because his teammates weren't helping him there. He had no one to pass to, and no one really came to the ball. They were kind of waiting for him to pass him the ball, but there wasn't anything to pass it to. So he ended up traveling on that play right there.
Belcher over to McNichols.
Oh, nice move.
And we're going to have a foul here. And that is going to be on Stephen Maffiori. That's his second. Sean McNichols at the line. It is double bonus for the Lancers. First free throw, no good.
Free throw is always important. Early, middle, late. They can come back to haunt you if you miss a few early.
McNichols hits the second. He has 5 points so far tonight. Tommy Ambersoni takes it up. Ambersoni to Maffiori. Back up to Ambersoni. Kester launches the 3. No, off the
almost
back
a foul
iron
on
it goes,
Maffiori.
and
Close one.
McNichols pulls it down. With possession, McClear, and he is going to get wrapped up with Maffiori for the jump ball call.
Close play again. Maffiori always playing tough, aggressive D. Sometimes a little too aggressive. He got away with one down the other end a little bit. That one's also borderline, but to his credit, he's laying it out there and created a jump ball right there with his aggressive D. Oh, nice pass.
Belcher with the feed and up for the shot. No good, Sicard, and unable to put it back. Nice job by Rosen underneath.
It's goaltending. The Norton Lancers' whole bench erupted because that really could have been a goaltend. I don't know if you saw that off the board. And then
up for 3 and in, Ryan Kester.
That's a big swing. I think Norton had a beef there. And then that's a 5-point swing.
McClear trying to respond. No good. Kester pulls it down. Ambersoni takes it up.
Nice.
Great feed to Rosen. Wide open, up and in.
Almost get a timeout for your Lancer coach. Yeah, and there it is.
1:10 left to go in the first half. The Hillers leading by 8, and the offense really seems to be picking up for Hopkinton, Steve.
Yeah, a lot of momentum. Things happen in bunches, and for a lot of the first half, things were kind of flat for both teams. But certainly in the last minute or so, the Hillers Big block, Rosen with the block, which, as I said, looked like it was goaltending because he got it after it hit the backboard. No, you don't see that too often here at this level, but that's what it looked like from here. And then I think Kester came down and hit a three-pointer, and certainly, and then another hoop. So all of a sudden, what was really a 2 or 3 point game is now an 8 point game.
Yeah, I'd say the Hillers got a little break there for sure. We'll get you the TVL boys basketball standings. Certainly a very interesting playoff picture among the TVL teams. A lot of contenders this season. The Hillers just one win away from being one of those contenders. Bellingham 12-4, Dover Sherborne 12-4, Westwood 14-2, Medway 10-4, Hillers 9-5, Norton is 6-9, Westwood is 6-8. Medfield 3-12, Ashland 2-12, Dedham 6-9. 109 and counting left to go. Lancers with possession, trailing by 8. Good feed over to Sicard. Kick it up to Bengal. Bengal over back to Sicard. Now it's Belcher.
Shot clock winding down.
McNichols for 3. No, falls short.
Over the top.
And we'll have a foul there as Cochran pulled it down. We'll get Cochran with his first. And the Hillers are in the bonus. 1-1. Brian Keefe at the line. No points as of right now for the sophomore. Front end of a 1-1 is good.
Keefe's had a good season. He comes in off the bench, getting some good quality minutes for a sophomore. And he hits his free throws. Hit your free throws, you earn some playing time.
Certainly do. Big free throws there. Hillers up by 10. Bengal with possession. Less than a minute left to go in the half. Bengal up to Belcher. Belcher,
Yes.
with Lind all over him, man. A violation there.
Gets the Hillers off the bench. You work hard all season for those kinds of plays.
We get Nate Sicard with his third. Ambersoni takes it up. Ambersoni turns it around. McCallum Lind for 3.
Oh,
yes!
wow.
6
Big
points.
hoop. All of a sudden, 13-point lead. Oh, there's a turnover.
6 points for Lind. Loose ball. Maffiori trying to wrap it up.
Nice hustle. Wow.
Keefe gets it over to Ambersoni up for 3. No good. Maffiori trying
nice.
to knock it off of a Lancer and is able to do so as he knocked it off of Cochran.
A little chaos down there. Good hustle. Both teams were hustling for the ball.
Keefe on the entry to McCallum Lind. 2 seconds. 1, and it is no good. And at the end of the first half, it's the Hillers 33, the Norton Lancers 20. We'll head into the halftime locker room. Pretty good half of basketball there by the Hillers, Steve.
It was great way to finish. You know, it's a bit of a trend as we have seen a lot of games. As we get through some more games, they seem to finish strong. At least the games we've seen as the half kind of winds down, they go in with some momentum, and that just happened again. So they turned like a 3 or 4 point lead into a 13-point lead in the last minute or so. So we'll take a break, and we'll catch you guys on the second half. Thanks.
Stay tuned.
My name is Nina.
I'm Haley. Hi, Davis. Jake. We're the Hiller volleyball team.
My name is Emma. My name is May. My name is Shelby. My name is Sophie.
We're Alma Gal, and we love HCAM.
Washington.
HCAM.
We love HCAM.
And I volunteer for HCAM TV.
I watch HCAM TV.
And I love HCAM TV. And I love HCAM TV. We love HCAM TV. Woo!
Welcome back to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center as we are just about ready for the second half between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Norton Lancers. The Hillers were 9-5 coming into tonight. One more win, and they officially clinched a playoff spot. The Lancers 6-9 overall. Let's take a look at the scoring totals from the first half. We'll start off with Norton. Nate Sicard with 4, Michael Belcher with 2, Hunter Murphy with 3, Thomas Bingle with 4, Griffin McClear with 2, and Sean McNichols with 5. For the Hopkinton Hillers, Elon Rosen with 2, Brian Keefe with 2, McCallum Lind with 6, Brendan Kelly with 7, Drew Rankatori with 2, Michael Puvakad with 3, Ryan Kester with 6, Tommy Ambersoni with 2, and Stephen Maffiori with 3. That was a good first half of basketball, I would say, by the Hillers, Steve. Some good defense, and I think the offense really started to get some good momentum, especially in the second half of that second quarter.
No question. Good momentum going into halftime, and let's see if they can carry it into the second half here.
Brendan Kelly with possession out to Lind. Now Ambersoni driving in, feeds Lind up for 3. Off the iron it goes, and the Lancers have it. Thomas Bingle there to collect. Bingle gets it over to Cochran and knocked out of bounds by Lind.
Lind very active.
I like the hustle of the Hillers, constantly just trying to get to the basketball. And I think that's what allows them to draw so many turnovers. Nichols turns it around, gives it off to Sicard. And now it's up to Belcher. Gets it over the corner, wide open 3, no good. And that's out of play as it went off the top of the hoop. Attempt by McClear.
It's a good look by McClear, just kind of in and out, and then got stuck at the top of the backboard. Lancers showing a little bit of half court, and they're backing off now.
Ambersoni drives up, feeds Lind. Lind going to be called for the travel there, I want to say. Wasn't really a signal by the official.
I think they both, these two refs look at each other and they both said, okay, we'll call that a travel.
Here comes McClear. Splits the defenders up with the reverse, draws the contact. Some smooth moves there by Griffin McClear. See what they got with that foul. I don't believe it was Ambersoni. First free throw is good.
Not sure who. Yeah, they have. Well, they have it listed as Ambersoni, but
second free throw, count it. Kester on the entry. Here comes Ambersoni. He lost it. Loose ball and bobbled by McClear, but Kester able to get to it.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, what a sequence we have here. Ambersoni to Maffiori, somehow able to keep it, and then we get a timeout called by Coach Keene. I think he just wants to settle his team down.
Wow.
That was quite the sequence there, Steve.
I'm sorry to step on you again there. That was one of those timeouts where I thought maybe Coach might have had an inclination to take it back if he could because he had a 3-on-1 at that very moment. But nevertheless, some frantic play and aggressive D by the Lancers creating chaos down the other end. And I think the Hillers lost the ball and got it back 3 times and then somehow had a 3-on-1 and there's a timeout. So a very unusual play there.
Well, it was a nice job by the Hillers sticking with it, and you're right, that was an interesting timeout call because it seemed like they had a open lane into the hoop. But I think it'll get them settled down a bit nonetheless. 6:47 left to go in the third quarter. Hillers leading Norton 33-22. It was a 10-8 first quarter, and then a 23-12 second quarter in favor of the Hillers. The offense really got going in that second quarter. The Hillers were able to hit 8 times from the field. Hopkinton with the inbound off the timeout. Ryan Kester on the entry. Up to Ambersoni. Over to Maffiori. Ambersoni. Up to Kelly.
Oh, nice.
Now into Lynn to the hoop. He'll draw the foul.
Good look by Kelly down to Lynn. Those guys work well together on the high-low. And that was a delicate pass. And Kelly found the seam down to Lynn and drew the foul from behind.
It's the third foul for Griffin McClear. First of two is good. 7 points on the night so far for McCallum Lind. Make it 8. Michael Belcher with possession. Belcher up for the shot off the glass and in right in front of Kelly. Coming up quickly, Ambersoni. Ambersoni over to Kelly. Now to McCallum Lind. And he dribbled out of bounds.
Both teams off to a little bit of a slow start scoring-wise the second half. That's how it goes sometimes in bunches.
Here comes the Lancers. Quick break here. Taking it to the rack, up and in goes Michael Belcher. His second field goal of the third quarter, 6 points overall. Tommy Ambersoni with possession. Maffiori, Lind. Now it's up to Kester. Back to Maffiori. Looks like the Hillers may be having a little trouble getting in the interior. Ambersoni out to Maffiori, up for three. No good off the rim. Swats it up, and it'll be in Norton's favor as Sean McNichols was able to pull it down. And did they call him with the foul as well?
Yep, that's his third foul.
Third for Maffiori. Yeah, I think that little swat at the ball got the back of McNichols' hand. Bingle with the pass up over to Belcher.
Oh, that's got to be an offensive. Oh, man.
I would say so.
Somebody get the number of that truck, man. He got run over pretty good. Kester took all of that one. Got his money's worth, I guess you could say.
Kester on the entry. It's the first foul of the game by Michael Belcher. Team second for Norton.
Ooh, almost a travel.
That's batted up in the air by the defender. Ambersoni able to pull it down, but I think they said he stepped out of bounds. It was a nice effort there. McNichols on the entry. To McClear. McClear.
Nice.
Spins around and up for the shot, but called for the travel.
We've seen worse travels.
Yeah, usually they'll let a nice spin like that go.
I thought it was a pretty sweet move.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And we'll get a whistle here as well. Some contact was made. There'll be a Hillers inbound. And with that foul, they got Sean McNichols with his first. It's team third for Norton. Rosen up to Kester. And now it's Puvaca.
Nice. Good idea, but not enough loft in that pass.
It was a good read by Cochran. Fires it over to McNichols. Now up to McClear. Thought about the three, drives it instead. Up for the shot. No good. And then it's knocked out of bounds. And they called it out off of Rankatori, I believe. McNichols will have the inbound.
Rankatori.
Oh, wow. They got him with the push. That's his first, team third. Around the perimeter goes the Lancers. Three ball, McNichols. Will spin out. Norton rebound, trying for the putback is Belcher. Ball knocked out of bounds off a Hiller. On the entry, good feed there, and Belcher draws the foul. Michael Belcher, a junior forward. 6 points so far tonight. Looks like they get Drew Rankatori with his second. First of two is good.
Belcher having a nice little run here. He's had a couple big hoops. Tough, kind of coast-to-coast type of hoops before this, and then he just drew a foul and seems to be in a good groove at the foul line, too. So he's got a bunch of points now. He up to 8 points or something. So
yeah, 8 points overall, 6 in this quarter alone.
Fortunately for the Hillers, he just took a break because he's been on a roll.
Keefe into Ambersoni, who's tripped up a little bit, and we're going to have a foul. And Coach Liberatore doesn't agree.
A little bit of a late foul call. I think Coach Liberatore in his 18th year thought that was a foul. If it wasn't a foul, it was a travel because, but kind of a rather late call on the foul, but we'll take it.
Griffin McClear is going to come out. That was his 4th foul. Puvakad hands it back to Ambersoni. Ambersoni with some nice moves there. And we have a foul. It's going to be against Bingle, I believe.
Lots of fouls. There's only 3.5 minutes into the quarter, into the second half, and I think we'll be in 1-1 in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, a little different from the first half. 3 no good by Puvakad, and the Lancers have it. Here comes McNichols. Well, that's Bingle, rather. Bingle feeds it over to Cochran, driving in up for the shot. No good, but drew the contact. They're going to get Tommy Ambersoni with his 3rd. Team 5th, both teams with 5 fouls. Well, I think the first half they let them play. In this half, they're not going to be as generous.
Yep.
First free throw, no good. This has certainly been a physical basketball game between these two teams.
Yeah, no question. And again, this halfway through the third quarter, Hillers only with 2 points this second half. Lancers tightening the lead up a little bit. Ooh, nice job by Keefe.
Here goes Keefe. Feeds it to Rosen, and Rosen is going to be called for the travel.
Good idea by the Hillers. Just Rosen ran out of, got that ball with not a lot of room to work with, and it was a bang-bang play. Just couldn't get his feet set.
Nichols on the entry to Cochran. Cochran up to Sicard, and now over to Fucci. Kicks it out, back to Cochran, who launches a 3. No good. Brendan Kelly collects the loose ball. Maffiori takes it up. Rosen back to Maffiori. Fires it over to Keefe, who thought about the 3. Now back to Puvakad. Maffiori. Hillers running out of time on the shot clock. 10 seconds left. Keefe with possession. Maffiori now. Back up top, launching a 3. Puvakad, no good.
Didn't hit the rim.
Good hustle there. Great feed to Rosen, up and no good. It'll roll off the rim into the hands of Cochran. And Puvakad was all over Cochran, looking for the steal there. Lancer is able to get it up court. Bengal with the pass over, and we'll have some contact.
I'm sorry, I just stepped on you again. Maffiori, unfortunately for him, a kind of a ticky-tack 4th foul for him.
McNichols on the entry. Around the perimeter they go. Bengal. Possession over to Cochran now. Now coming in is McNichols up for the shot. No. And loose ball collected by Puvakad. Brandon Kelly driving in. And it's stripped away, and then it's stolen back by Rosen, and he slams it! Elon Rosen getting this crowd on their feet. You don't see that every day in high school. McNichols for 3, no good. Loose ball collected by Cochran. Driving up and putting it in is Thomas Bengal.
Well,
that was impressive.
Impressive, and I think Rosen's eyes got real big. He said, turn around, there's nobody in front of him. He said, I'm going to dunk this. And got the whole place rocking with that one.
Well, he certainly has the ups, no doubt about it. The junior slamming it down. It's Hillers up by 6, 2:16 left to go in the third quarter. That's the first dunk I've seen this season.
Don't see him too often.
McNichols on the entry. Sicard takes it up. Back to Collymore, who just recently hopped in. Now Sicard up for the shot. Yes.
Whew. Right over Rosen. Tough shot over the human eraser, as I kind of named him.
Ambersoni is going to draw some contact there. Getting the wrap on him was Bengal. That's his third.
2 minutes left in the third quarter here. 8-point lead for the Hillers after going into the half with a 13-point lead. So Lancers not going anywhere, and they need this win tonight. So
I thought that should have been a shooting foul. Ambersoni top of the perimeter. Kester now back to Ambersoni. Keith. Ambersoni. Wide open at Kester, and he hits.
Big hoop.
All right,
oh, there's a steal.
There it is. Ambersoni. Tommy Ambersoni, just such great hustle. Top of the perimeter driving in, and he'll draw hard contact. That had to hurt. He'll head to the line for two.
It landed awkwardly on his shooting at left elbow. We could certainly hear it from here.
They got Matt Collymore with his first. It's the first of two.
Ambersoni's some thievery there down at the end. At the end here, just completely picked the Norton's player's pocket there and got himself a couple points out of the deal.
Some good free throw shooting there. Tommy Ambersoni, 4 points on the night so far. McNichols with possession. Hillers continuing to press, and they drop another turnover. Ambersoni fires it over to Keefe. Keefe was trying to turn around, give it back over to Hines, and it was stolen away. Quick break, up for the shot, no good by Collymore, and then we have a foul after the fact.
Nicholas Hines, I believe.
You are correct. That is a team eighth for the Hillers. So it's almost double bonus time for the Lancers, and we still have 1:11 left to go in the third quarter. Front end of a 1-and-1, no good. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Rankatori.
I'm not really sure what the free throw percentages are, and I know I don't know how you keep score and do the announcing all at once. I don't think I could coordinate all that, but I would just say, generally speaking, the Hillers are shooting a little bit better than the Lancers at the line tonight, and that's been a big difference.
It certainly has. And it's Hillers basketball.
Only a 9-point deficit. You know, that could have been cut in half if the Lancers hit some of their shots at the line. So.
And Coach Keene emphasizes how important free throw shooting is. And the Hillers, to start off the season, they weren't really shooting that well from the line, but they just continued to get better and better. And in this game, it's really helping them out. A 42-33 lead at the timeout for the Hillers. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. And this has been quite the physical quarter between these two teams.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive D. And not huge scoring going on, but certainly the Lancers, like I said earlier, they are looking. If they lose this game, that puts them with 10 losses, and really almost would force them to win out to make the playoffs. So this is they've got an uphill battle, being down by 9 points here with a minute left in the third quarter, and the Hillers typically play strong in the fourth quarter. They got some momentum. We got a dunk going on here by Rosen, which was pretty cool. So we'll see what the rest of the game brings, but we're in a good spot.
Yeah, that'll be good for the highlight package.
Yep, we'll have to look at that a couple times over.
Nick Hines on the entry for the Hillers. Off the timeout, exactly a minute left to go in the third quarter. Ambersoni with possession. Turns it around. Puvakad. Now it's up to Hines, up for three. No. And it is pulled down by Belcher. McNichols up the far side. Driving in, up for the shot. No. That was a risky shot there with two Hillers in front of him, but Norton ends up with it anyway and putting it off the glass and in. Nate Sicard plus the foul. That is a big-time and one there.
I mean, he's only a sophomore, and he's a big kid. Pretty, I can say, stocky, beefy, and doesn't look as athletic as some of his teammates who are, a little leaner and meaner. And that was a heck of an athletic move with a little English off the glass. And missed the free throw, but ooh.
Well, that's not what you want to do if you're Norton there. Foul against McNichols. And I call that an unnecessary foul, but now you send the Hillers to the line, and you allow the Hillers to get into the bonus. Tommy Ambrosoni at the line. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe. Make it 5 for 5. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1.
Big time. Big time free throws going on tonight for the Hillers.
Back end, no good. Here comes the Lancers. With possession, Sean McNichols will turn it around. Off to Bingle, and now over to McClear. McClear from the short corner, no good. Pulled down by Ambrosoni. Ambrosoni feeds it over to Kester. Hillers running out of time, 5 seconds left in the quarter. For three, Keefe, no good there. Or Puvakad for three, excuse me. And buzzer beater is well short by Bingle, and that'll do it for the third quarter. After three, it's the Hillers 43, the Norton Lancers 35. Norton actually outscored the Hillers in that third quarter 15-10. And Steve, the Lancers offense seems to be picking it up a little bit.
Well, as I said, this is a desperation game for them. And they're going to need to, if they're going to have any thoughts of the playoffs, they're going to need to win this game. Norton, I'm speaking of Norton right now. And Hillers with a little bit of a, letdown offensively in that third quarter. And let's see if they can kind of ping off the pattern they got going on and get some bunch of points in the fourth quarter, because they got 23 in the second quarter. And let's see if Coach Keene can get them organized to do that.
Taking a look. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the Lancers, Griffin I'm sorry,
McClear.
McClear. I'm sorry, it's spelled with a little different spelling there. He's a key for Norton. If they're going to get back in the game, he's going to need to heat up. And also Michael Belcher has about 8 or 10 points tonight. So we'll see if the Hillers can contain those guys and also get some points going on in this fourth quarter.
What a tale of two quarters, though. You get 23 in the second and just 10 in the third. I think the Hillers, they need to concentrate more on getting the ball to the big men down low and getting those low post buckets. That's what they were so successful at in the second quarter. They drive up and in goes Thomas Bingle.
Tough shot.
He has 8 points tonight. Ambrosoni turns it around to Puvakad. Puvakad feeds Rosen off the glass and in.
Used his body beautifully there, Tom, to create the angle to get the shot off. It wasn't that easy to do, but he created the angle with his body.
And there you go. Get it to the big man down low. Bengal with possession, having a hard time dealing with Puvakad. Violation. Hillers ball. .13 left to go in regulation. The Hillers up by 8. Tommy Ambrosoni over to Puvakad. Now Kester. Ambrosoni gets it over to Rosen. Now back up to Ambrosoni. Now Puvakad driving in, up for the shot. No. Grabs his own rebound. What hustle! Michael Puvakad. 5 points on the night. McNichols.
Beautiful
Pops
play.
it over to Belcher, up and in he goes. 10 points for Michael Belcher. Ambersoni back to Puvakad. Launches the three off the front of the rim. Long pass to McClear. McClear with the pass over to Bengal, and now Belcher.
Sweet.
Good feed there. And another Norton Lancers bucket. Striking that time, it was Zach Steele. It's his first bucket of the night. And we'll have a timeout with 6 minutes left to go. The Hillers 47, Norton 41. Let's take a look at the scoring totals up to this point on both sides. For Norton, Sean McNichols with 5, Griffin McClear with 4, Thomas Bengal with 8, Zach Steele with 2, Hunter Murphy with 3, Michael Belcher with 10, Colin Cochran with 1, Nate Sicard with 8 for the Hillers, Stephen Maffiori with 3, Tommy Ambersoni with 5, Ryan Kester with 9, Michael Puvakad with 5, Drew Rankatori with 2, Brendan Kelly 7, McCallum Lind 8, Brian Keefe 2, and Elon Rosen 6.
Wow. You know, we got a 6-point lead, and it feels a little precarious. You know, it doesn't feel very comfortable up in the perch here. And I think Norton's not done coming at him. So Coach Keene didn't like what was going on there. He needed to call a timeout, get his guys kind of organized. And I think we're going to have a fantastic finish here like we've had many already this season. I think we got another one ahead of us here.
I'd have to agree. This Lancers team, I don't think it's going to give in too easily. And as I mentioned, they've been a threat in the TVL. Despite their 6-9 record, they've beat some good opponents. Ambersoni with possession. Back to Puvakad now. Ambersoni. Maffiori.
Ooh, almost travel.
Hillers trying to work their way in the interior. Here's Lind. Kicks it up back out to Maffiori. Now over to Kelly. Now Lind for 3. No good off the rim. Grabs his own rebound. Put back. Yes.
That's a backbreaker if you're Norton.
It certainly is. That just took the great bounce off the rim there. McNichols around Kelly. Up and no good, but he drew contact.
Tough, slippery little play there by McNichols. I don't know if that's a real word in that particular case, but he's kind of slid by Kelly. Kelly avoided getting his 4th on that and avoided a big collision. But still...
could make that a statistic, a slip.
Not sure what...
We
have a number 1. I don't know if there was...
Sean McNichols hit the first.
But the foul, I think they have the foul on the...
That's the previous foul, I believe. I don't think they changed it.
I think they're just trying to sort out who the foul was on. I don't think it was on Kelly.
I think it was... I actually do believe it was Brendan Kelly. And if it was Brendan Kelly, that would be his 4th. Second free throw, yes.
I guess we'll find out eventually.
If they decide to change it.
Yeah, right.
Ambersoni fires it over to Puvakad. Back up to Ambersoni. Driving in. Great feed to Kelly, and he'll draw contact.
Nice dish by Ambersoni. Kind of drew a couple of the Lancers through the double team and then opened up a little lane for Kelly, and he really beautiful, slid a nice pass into Brendan, and Brendan used his body, kept number 34 of the Lancers, Nate Sicard, on his back, but Sicard picked up his 4th foul.
And they get, 4 fouls for Sicard, so they'll likely pull him out of the game soon. Brendan Kelly misses the first. 7 points on the night for Brendan Kelly, but no points so far in the second half. And there's one.
So that might have been, based on that substitution, Tom, I think that might have been Kelly's 4th foul. So
they'll certainly be careful with him. Belcher Here comes McNichols. Good feed, and Belcher can't finish, and then it's bobbled around by a number of players. Fiore able to wrap it up, and then he's called for the travel. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one either.
I thought that would have been a jump ball. He got wrapped up with Sicard.
Sicard living on the edge with his 4th foul. That almost could have been a foul on him there, too. McNichols
for 3. No. Falls well short into the hands of McCallum Lind. 4:30 and counting left to go in the 4th quarter. Buvakad to Lind. Out to Maffiori, who launches the 3. Got it!
Big one.
That's the first field goal by Stephen Maffiori since the 1st quarter. Here comes Michael Belcher. We'll get it over to McNichols. Now up top to Bengal. McNichols. In a card. Good pass down low. Can't finish. Put back. Yes. Belcher misses the initial shot, but Sicard puts it back. And Sicard now with 10 points. Back and forth we go here in these final minutes.
Nice block.
Lind able to stay with it and draw a foul. How about McCallum Lind tonight? He has just been a huge threat in the low post.
I mean, he's got his engine's running pretty hot all the time, and he's bringing instant energy. And right there, he created got this friendly roll here at the Athletic Center. But I would agree, Tom. He's doing a little bit of everything, and he's, as the season's gotten along, he's taken some 3-pointers, which he wasn't doing as much earlier in the season. But his shooting's definitely improved as we get along, and that's a good sign as we get close to the playoffs.
11 points so far tonight for McCallum Lind. Approaching 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Bengal with possession. Over to McNichols. Fires it over to Belcher. Now he'll kick it back out. Around the top of the perimeter they go. McNichols for 3. No. Norton just having all kinds of trouble hitting any outside shots. Bengal.
Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty clear foul. I think he meant to stop himself, but couldn't hold up. That's going to be the second on Rosen.
Double bonus. Whoa. Wow, that was the quickest routine. I'm sure you played some ball and you coach the kids. Everyone want to get a routine. I've never seen, this is the quickest release I've ever seen. And he went for 2. I don't know. I'd have to have a discussion with him if I was his coach. How about taking a couple dribbles? But that's just an opinion up here.
Take a second.
And maybe he shoots 9 out of 10 in practice like that. But
Nate Sicard with 11 points on the night. Rankatori up to Maffiori. Now Lind up to Kester. Kester and Kin and Lind pass back and forth. Ambersoni. Maffiori now. Kester launches the 3. No.
Nice
Lind
job.
pulls it down. McCallum Lind in the low post. Striking again. He'll go to the line for 2.
Doing the dirty work under there and then taking it up strong. The 9-point lead with 2:46 left is feeling a little more comfortable now.
First free throw, no good.
I don't want to jinx ourselves, but that game's certainly not over. But right now it looks like the Hillers are, at the moment, keeping the distance from Norton. And if they keep hitting their free throws, that it's going to be hard for Norton to get over the hump.
Callum Lind 5 for 7 from the line. Sean McNichols with possession. Good feed there, off the glass and in is Michael Belcher.
Quick timeout by Coach Liberatore. Setting up a press, I would imagine, with 2:36 left in the game, down by 8, looking for a turnover. And the Hillers just need to keep their composure and just work whatever they've done in practice all season, working on the press break. It's coming at them right now, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. Lancer's going to need to be aggressive and draw up some turnovers if they want to get back in this game. This has been a Well-fought game between these two teams. Very entertaining basketball game tonight.
Yep, and I think the Hillers are in a situation where we've seen this, in many games this year where they've got this lead and then they hit a couple big buckets down the stretch, and it just puts the opponent away. And let's hope it goes that way. But 8 points, and with the ball, with 2:36 left, I think Coach Keene will take that anytime.
Absolutely. If you're the Hillers and you're hoping for a home playoff game, you want to at least get to 12-8 at the very least. Preferably 13-7, 14-6. Maybe you get a couple home playoff games. And of course, having that home court advantage is pretty big in the tournament, I would say. Here comes Ambersoni, wide open court in front of him. Great feed to Kelly, off the glass and in.
Nice play. That's the way you write it up in the timeout, Coach.
Brandon Kelly was just waiting for it. Clear to Bengal.
Nice
Bengal
pass.
Back to McClear, driving the lane. He'll draw contact. That one called on Callum Lind. That's his third. 10-point lead for the Hillers. 2:13 left to go. First free throw, no good. Griffin McClear having a difficult time from the free throw line. He's 2 for 6.
Oof, that's a killer.
Certainly is. Puvakad pulls it down.
Hiller should just kind of eat the shot clock here.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to burn some clock. Fiore up to Ambersoni. Driving the lane, and he'll draw the foul. Well, I don't think you could resist that opportunity. Wide open court in front of him.
Yep. No, nice play by Ambersoni. He hasn't scored as many points tonight as he has in other games, mostly from the line. And is that what you're looking at the score sheet as I'm talking? But
they're actually all from the line. He is 6 for 7, and he has 6 points.
Wow. Quietly getting some decent points, but doesn't matter how you get them. Well, that's unfortunate, but nevertheless, Ambersoni doing a good job overall, and not as much scoring, but his teammates are picking up the slack tonight.
And he's drawn up a lot of turnovers. That one called out of bounds off of Mafiori. An 11-point lead for the Hillers. 1:47 left to go. The Lancers running out of time. Bingle up to Belcher. Nichols turns it around. Belcher driving in. No good there. Put back. No good, but he draws the foul. Nate Sicard will head to the line.
Let's see if he dribbles the ball this time at the line. But anyway, it's getting a little late for as you say, the Lancers are have an uphill battle with clock is not their friend at the moment.
They got Puvakad with his fourth. First free throw is good. No good there. Kelly able to bat it out. Here comes the Hillers. Ambersoni. Driving it around the defender. No good.
Ooh,
Kelly
nice
swats
play.
it out. That was a nice play there by Kelly. Puvakad. The Hillers just holding on to it at this point. And Callum Lind. For three, Puvakad. No good. Loose ball collected by Lind. And he dribbled out of bounds.
Well, 10-point lead. You could make the argument Puvakad could have let the clock run a little bit longer there, but he had a wide open three, just didn't go down for him. And I think we're still in pretty good shape here, Tom. So.
Absolutely. Less than a minute left now. Hillers up by 10. McClear. Norton just having all kinds of trouble against this Hillers' aggressive defense. Knocked out of bounds. It was off of Puvakad.
It's a heck of a play by the cheerleader again. I've said that on occasion, but that was a particularly nice pass back to the ref.
These the traps the Hillers set sometimes just overwhelm their opponents, and the Lancers a bit overwhelmed in the second half. Belcher. Now it's McNichols for three. No. And it's collected by Puvakad. He landed out of bounds. 25.3 seconds left to go. The Lancers will inbound. Well, the Hillers are likely going to clinch a playoff spot unless there's some miracle here for Norton. And of course, Belcher hits the shot as I say that.
8-point lead, 20 seconds left. I think they were okay, but
it ain't over till it's over, right?
To Coach Liberatore's credit, he just wants to show the kids that you just play till the end, and you don't give up. And both teams played their hearts out tonight, and give the Lancers credit. I think the excuse me, the Lancers really playing with a little desperation tonight. Just couldn't get over the hump when the Hillers knew when to put up their guard and shut them down just in the nick of time. But the Lancers could never break through that 6-point barrier, I think. And the most of the second half has been 6 to 10 points for the most part. And right now we got an 8-point lead and feeling pretty good.
Absolutely. I'd say the Lancers they fought hard here tonight and certainly made this a very competitive basketball game. But we do have 20 seconds left, and I've seen crazy things. It is a 3-possession game, however, so more than likely it's looking good for the Hillers. Puvakad draws the intentional foul. That'll be on Bengal. That's his 4th. Puvakad will head to the line. So far tonight, Michael Puvakad, 5 points. Make it 6.
Hillers did a good job spreading things around tonight, scoring-wise.
They certainly did. And 9 different scores. There's 7 for Puvakad. Back to a 10-point lead. McNichols. 10 seconds left. Nice feed inside, off the glass, and in is Belcher. Belcher with 16 points. And are we going to have a foul here? I guess we will. Not sure why, but okay. They're going to play to the very last second in this one.
Yep, that was. I think the Hillers were just trying to let this thing run out, and they're. The Lancer, let's see, number 2. Was it McClear with that foul?
Yep.
And he fouled out.
First of 2, yes.
Puvakad getting some extra points on the line tonight.
He gets to pad the stats a little bit. Second free throw, got it.
Good job. Great free throw shooting tonight by the Hillers. That's really been the difference. A 10-point lead. I'll bet you we don't have enough time to do the calculations, but it was a significant difference in the line, and that was a huge part of the 10-point differential tonight. And great job, both teams, and we're really psyched that the Hillers got their 10th win of the season and officially made the playoffs. So.
Yep, the Hillers are officially in as they improved to 10-5 on the season. Norton falls to 6-10. We'll run through the Hiller point totals real quick. Elon Rosen 6, Brian Keefe 2, McCallum Lind, your player of the game with 12 points. Brendan Kelly 10, Drew Rankatori 2, Michael Puvakad 9, Ryan Kester 9, Tommy Ambersoni 6, Stephen Maffiori 6. A great team effort tonight, Steve, by the Hillers, and a tremendous win for our crew. Tom Dings, Sandra Dings, Mary Arnott, Mike Derosian, John Ritz, my broadcast partner Steve Spector. I'm Tom Nappy, and we thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon.